Welcome to everyone watching this video. In today's video, we are going to be coding a nice looking application in C programming language for displaying a hacker's screen. For that, I have opened the Fleet IDE right here. Let's just open the folder inside of which we are going to code. Here is also a tic-tac-toe folder. This was the folder in which we have coded all of the coding for a tic-tac-toe game which you can play with your computer or with someone who is sitting beside you. I have also mentioned the link in the description which you can click and open the playlist dedicated on how to build a versus computer tic-tac-toe game and much more. So let's just open the hackers folder inside of the Fleet IDE and we are going to create a new file here named hackers.c, and this is basically a C programming language file .c. Hashtag include stdio.h, which is the basic library that we include in any C program. stdlib.h, which is again a library which is pretty standard and is used for adding extra functionality to your code. Int main function is from where your code starts executing, and return 0 is a statement where your code actually finishes. Okay, now what are we going to do exactly? You have seen a hacker's screen, right? It has a nice green colored text and a matrix going on and animation going on. So for that, we are going to first head over to Google and we will search for how to add a green colored text onto your operating system's terminal. Yeah, it depends on your operating system as well. I'm currently using a terminal which is Linux based as well as Mac OS based, so it will not be an issue right here. But if you are using Windows, I'm also going to mention the code for Windows. Now, this is the statement which I need to copy to, add a basic red color and bold text to my screen. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first run this code. Here we have the C out, right? We need to remove this because it was initially planned to be in C++ programming language, but let it be in C programming language only. Now, we are first going to obviously add them inside of codes. So now I would be running the code. For opening the terminal in Fleet IDE, in VS Code, and in many other IDEs, you use the shortcut key control and the tilde symbol that you can see on your keyboard. Now, to run the code, let me just type dot slash, actually gcc dot slash hackers dot c and dot slash a dot out. Okay, so this is the very basic command that is used to run your C++ program. The first gcc dot slash hackers dot c is to compile your C program, and dot slash a dot out is for actually running the executable file that got created. Here you can see we have a bold red text right here. I think so we should use the system's terminal, which is obviously better. So let me just copy it and paste it in here. So as you can see, we have a bold red text right here. So we don't want the red text. We want a very, light green kind of a text that looks nice onto a hacker's screen. So let's just close this terminal, and here you have the 31, which signifies that the front text, like after this M, whatever text is there is going to be red. So let's just change it to 32 to make it green. And I'm going to run the code again, and you can see a bold green text has been displayed. Now, let's just remove this part. What I want is to display a nice big, hacker text onto my console. For that, I will go to this website. You can also go to this website and you can type whatever you want. Okay. So I had previously opened this website and I had also typed this hacking kind of thing just to make things quicker and easier. So click on this button, select and copy, as you can see right here. And you have basically copied this text. So what is this? This is basically ASCII art. This is like changing your text into some kind of an image which looks like this or a text only. Okay, let's just go here and paste my this hacking thing inside of my uh, text editor. Let's just close the sidebar, and I would be pasting this inside of a multi-lined string of C. C programming language does not quite have a string. It has characters, which are basically multiple collection of characters is a string, right? Here we have a char star. This signifies that this is a character with multiple characters, and this will be hacking. So hacking will be equal to quotes. Inside of this, I'm going to be pasting this hacking thing. Okay. Now, this is an error because you cannot add multiple lines string like this. You need to add the backslash after this quotes like this. Okay. So this is how you can make a multi-lined string in C programming language. Even though this looks multiple lined, but it is not actually multi-lined, you need to add a slash n also to make it like to add a new line after every line. So let's just add a new line to this so that whenever we print this, the slash n makes sure that this part of the text gets printed first, then the cursor will move to the next line, then this will be printed, and so on. Okay, we need to print this hacking statement, so we will use this printf function which we had pasted earlier. And for actually printing this, we need to add a comma. A comma is basically signifying that now we need to add a variable here which is hacking like this. Okay, now for actually putting this hacking thing inside of the string, we need to use something known as %s. %s is to add a string to a pre-existing string. Let's just run this and you can see a nice hacking message has been displayed onto our screen, onto our terminal screen. Let's just clear this, run this again, and you can see, wow, such nice looking text. Now, there is always an animation which is continuously going on, right? For adding that animation, we need to use a while true loop. Why do we need to use a while true loop? We use while true loop to actually always, add an animation while true. And inside of these curly braces, I'm going to be adding something like a printf statement. So printf, we are printf, what we are printing, we are going to print something like uh obviously we are going to copy this which is at the front, control C, control V, and after this we will print hacked, something like this. Okay, so we have hacked something, and if I will run this, it will crash my computer. That's it, because as you can see here, while true is there, and it will continuously just spam this text onto my screen, which is not going to be good. What we need to do is pause this after every time. So first hacked will be printed. This program will wait for a second, then hacked will be printed again. For that, we have a nice function in C programming language, which is useSleep. Okay, we pass it 1 to add a delay of 1 microsecond, but we need a a nice time, so that is like 1 second right now. This is basically 0.1 or 1 second right now, but this is a nice gap. Okay, so first hacked will be printed, then it will wait for this much time, then again it will go inside of the loop and hacked will be printed again. Let's just see how the code is working for now. And there is an error because uSleep is not defined, right? So we need to import uSleep. So unistd. This is the name of the library which contains the function uSleep. And never use while true in C programming language, use while one. Okay. Now we are going to run this again. Now you can see hacking has been printed and it is crashing again. Why it is crashing? Okay, we have not added a new line at the end. Let's just add a new line with /n. Now let's just try running the code again. As you can see, hacked is getting printed a lot of times. Nice. We don't want hack to be printed too many times. We just need it to be printed 15 times and the screen should clear, right? So for that, what we are going to do, after it has been printed 15 times, to note how many times it has been printed, we are going to do int I is equal to 0. Then at the end, we are going to do I plus plus. I plus plus is to iterate this I by 1. Now, we are going to add something which is an if statement. So if I is equal to 15, so if I reaches the value of 15, we are going to do this. Okay, no, we are not going to do this. We are going to clear the screen, right? So for clearing the screen, we use different commands depending on our operating systems. So on Mac and Linux, which work hand in hand, we use something which is actually is equal to, we use something which is system, and this system function inside of which we pass clear. Okay, so clear. So this is what we pass inside of the system function, system clear. And if you are on Windows, you will use CLS, which is clear screen. So currently I'm on like a Linux Mac kind of a system, so I'm running clear. Now let's just run this code again. So clear the screen, run the code again, and you can see after 15 gets after this print 15 times, it automatically gets cleared, but it is continuously going. Why? Because yes, we need to make I is equal to 0 again. So I was initially 0, it printed 15 times. Now I is 15. I will be turned back to 0 and everything would be cleared, and everything will repeat. Okay, so this is how the code mechanism is working. Like just think about this code mechanism. See, 15 times it prints, then it gets cleared. Okay, so this is how our code is working. Obviously, this will not fill up your RAM, which is nice. So uh, is there an option to reformat code? Yeah, very good. So this is the feature of Fleet IT. Now I think so we have quite completed the code, but we are not printing any matrix right now. To actually print a matrix, I think so we need to add, let's just add how many devices we have hacked, okay? Something like that. So uh, at the front, we are going to add %d. So %d is used to add a number, I. So how many devices we have hacked. Now after the hacked, we are also going to add a new %d, again a new %d. Just like that, we are going to add a few more %ds, and I am going to tell you the percent of the actual, reason why I am adding the %d. Okay, so I have placed all the %d. Now let's just add a comma and use the rand function. Rand function is a function used in C and C++ both for generating a random number. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, I think so it is done. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 here, right? Yeah, it's done. Now let's just see how our code is working. So now run this. Wow, it looks so nice. Oh, the hacked message got hacked. Like we cannot see the hacked message right now. So let's just reprint this message after every 15 times, right? So we are going to print this after every 15 times. I think so it is right. So Control C, copy this and paste it in here. So okay, after clearing the screen, we are going to paste this, right? Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, we need to copy this. Control C, paste it in here, Control V, and press tab. Actually, just directly reformat document if you are using an advanced IDE. And I think so. Before the code actually starts running, we should do a system clear also, right? System clear. This was really important. Because whenever your code starts running, it will have all of this junk at the top and everything. So we are going to first clear out all of that and then we are going to run. So let's just see. Wow, this looks really nice. Now, there is one issue. The only issue that I wanted to tell you is that if you are on Windows, this might not be looking the same. This might be looking like these random characters, and along with that, you would be able to see this in white text color. For people using Windows, what you need to do at the very start of the program, you need to add system, and inside of the system, you need to pass color, color color 0A. So 0A signifies 0 will be the background which is black and A will be the foreground which is green. Okay. So that is how your like people who are working on Windows, this is how you will add the color to your screens. Okay. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.